Hi Benber, it's GSFan TV back with another video, and today Rangers were in SPL action at home today against Hibernian, and it finished Rangers 1, Hibernian 0. The goal coming from Defoe, and Rangers starting 11 for this afternoon's game was McGregor in nets, a back four of Taverner, Goldson, Katic and Flanagan. Midfield, Kamara, Jack, Davis, Arfield and Kent. Up front, Defoe. And Rangers started to do well, had a few chances. Hibs looked to be really defensive. I think the idea, or what it looked like, was kind of get to the first half without conceding and then try and go for a point or more in the second half. But Rangers started well, had a few chances. I think Scott Arfield had a few, same as Defoe. Either goalkeeper or the defence were for Hibs were blocking quite well. And on the 41st minute, Davis on the left side of the midfield comes in the box, right foot, passes Defoe, who beats the keeper in the right side to go in. It made it 1-0 at half on the 41st minute. Half time, okay. Second half, Rangers seemed to slightly take the foot off attacking wise, and Hibs started to kind of look to be a bit more attacking. And when the second half kicked off, Gerrard decided to take Ryan Kent off for Daniel Candace, and Candace looked really up for it, tried to win the ball back when it was lost, and yeah, looked to really hurry Hibs up passing wise. But on the 62nd minute, Hibs made two changes. A boy called Thomas came on and Kimberry, and from then Hibs really started to turn the screw. They seemed to be more look more effective, look more dangerous, and really caused Rangers a few problems. 74th minute, Rangers decide to make their second change. Defoe goes off for Alfredo Morelos, and again, like Candace, seemed to be really wanting to prove a point. Looked to be really up for it, and yeah, looked to be really. I think having Candace on the pitch with them, they seemed to have kind of a good understanding with each other. So yeah, he seemed to do okay. I think it was about the 79th minute or so, he got played in, and I think obviously due to being out for about 4 games, was a bit rusty and hit a shot when I tried to chip the keeper, but it was just enough for the keeper to reach a hand to save, and yeah, it was lucky. And in the 84th minute, Rangers decided to make the last change. Kamara went off for Ross McCrory, and it seemed as if Rangers were going to kind of shut up shop and kind of just see out the last, say, 8-10 minutes. And on the 88th minute, Hibs hit a shot, or Rutter coming down the left. Flanagan tracks one of the players, so Katic goes out to obviously cover, because I think the midfield kind of weren't aware of, obviously, Hibs come down the right. as the Katic goes out to block, he manages to beat him. Flanagan kind of comes back, sticks his foot up to try and block the cross, and goes out for a corner. As the ball goes out into the crowd, from what it looks, we don't give the ball back. A ball comes in. As soon as the ball comes in, another one comes in, and the ref gives a bounce up. Hibs have a shot. McGregor saves it, and on the 89th minute, has the ball, goes to punt. McNulty walking back, and one of the weirdest things, regardless of seeing, was when McGregor kicks the ball for punt, he then has a second lash out at McNulty and catches him on the back. Bobby Madden doesn't see it. Linesman obviously must contact the ref through the earpiece and says something, or turns around, sees what happens, speaks to the linesman, and McNulty gets booked and McGregor gets sent off. And I think obviously a lot of people, kind of depending where you sit at Ibrox, thought it was really harsh. I know a few people said no way was it sending off. Some people said they'd wait till either the highlights or YouTube or whatever or Facebook to see the incident. And yeah, I think appealing would be stupid. You can see it. It's something that he shouldn't have done, and we now have at least 2 games, or we have 2 games without McGregor. I don't know how long his suspension will be. I know that obviously one of the games at Pittodrie he got sent off on the tackle with Ferguson, so I don't know whether it be a 3-game ban or 4-game, because it's, I think some rules they say if you've been suspended before and you get suspended again in the season, you get an automatic suspension. So I don't know if this will affect McGregor. Hopefully it doesn't. But kind of as of now, McGregor will miss next week's game and the last game away to Killie. So yeah, it's going to be really interesting what's going to happen next week in the Old Firm. I know, the way it looks, it'll probably be for them coming in, but obviously Rangers had to pick a player to go next, and out of all the players to be picked, Ross McCrory gets picked, and I think it was 3 minutes of stoppage, so was in nets for about 4 minutes and did really well. He had a few, nothing major, but was comfortable in saving, and Rangers managed to see out the game with a 1-0 win. And yeah, like I said, it's going to be really interesting with McGregor being out. I think he is someone that, regardless of kind of what he's done, I know there were a few fans saying that he does kind of have a go at the ref with some things, he does overreact, but he is someone that when you see him on the field, he does command the box, he does say that, will shout if he feels he can get the ball or someone else should get it. But yeah, we'll see what happens next week. Big thanks to everyone that's been watching. please, to support the channel, just hit the subscribe button. It doesn't cost anything, it's free, it just shows your support to the channel. Same as like button. And yeah, I'll see you next week for the Old Firm game. Alright, guys, thanks.